You got Taylor Hearn, is playing a little bit of tackle for us. I know Mac has moved back and forth. You got Jake from Morgan playing on the right side behind Joe. The biggest thing is Taylor Hearn probably wasn't a guy when we were coming into to camp. We thought he was more of an inside guy, but we put him out there and he's held up well, and so we're going to cross-train him in that group of tackles.
The portion we were allowed to see, the Paul drill looked pretty physical. We saw a little scuffle with Shaq. And, I mean, when you see that, is that a good thing because it shows fire, or you're fighting yourself? You see
right.
that as don't take it that far.
It's good and bad. It's good from the standpoint that you see that they're passionate. That they come to practice, they want to compete, but then they also got to understand that you got to play within the rules. So you like to see it, but we're quick to break it up to let them understand that, look, during the course of a game you can't fight. It's a penalty. It costs the team. But as a coach, from a football standpoint, you like to see that fire and that passion because it's a competitive game. At the end of the day, it comes down to one-on-one matchups, and you're pretty much in a fight the entire game within the whistle.
Seems like Mitch has been involved in a few of those.
But Mitch, don't let Mitch's quiet demeanor fool you now. He's got that nastiness to him. He's got that right demeanor, and he's not going to back down from anybody. And he's getting tested every day, so he's getting pushed. So he's going to be passionate. He gets upset when he gets beat. So he's got that fire. He's got that competitive fire to him.
Are Nick and Kelly closer? Are you pushing them, knowing that Deshaun is just going through getting himself fine-tuned?
Well, they got to be ready. All the guys got to be ready because in our program, you're one snap away from having to play and be the starter. So they all got to be pushed. Obviously Nick came out of the spring a little bit ahead because he's been in the system while Kelly's learning. But Coach Streeter's doing a great job of giving Kelly opportunities with the second team, mixing up the reps, and really not only pushing Kelly, but at the same time letting Nick know that you got to continue to push. Just because you came out of spring slightly ahead doesn't mean that's where you're going to end up when we come out of fall camp.
At all from the players, just pick up business as usual?
No, it's been a couple days. The coach hasn't been here, so we've got the right kind of mindset and good maturity, good leadership out there. So they're creatures of habit. We've developed a lot of really good habits, so they know how to practice.
You saw the Paul drill, we were still in there, and you see some physical play. You see Shaq getting a little physical. Is that a good thing when you see those guys showing that much fire, or do you want to just temper it back just a tick because he is your teammate?
No. We want the best they got. We want the good on good and as much energy and passion and enthusiasm for the game. That's, again, iron sharpens iron, and your job is to, whoop the guy play after play to make him quit. So that's the mindset that we want, is developing that kind of toughness. And that's the ways the game's played. So you can't cheat the game, come here practice and do it one way and then do it another way in the game. So it's important that we have those things. We'd be very concerned if we didn't have that kind of passion and attitude out there.
And that back seven, could that be probably one of the better secondaries probably in the nation? And what have you seen for this first week of camp?
I don't know. I mean, I think we have a combination of ability and skill that has a chance to be very quality. But will we be? That remains to be seen. The trademark of any great unit and great players being consistent and changing the game with your execution and playmaking. And so until we get playing against other people, it's hard to say. Comparatively, around the country, there's a lot of good players around the country, a lot of good coaches, and we're just hoping to be as good as we can be, and we got a lot of work to do that way. So just through whatever it's been 6 days of practice, there's been some good and too much not so good. So we got to be more consistent, have better understanding, and we got to develop that second and that third team where there's no drop off and those guys go in.
It's always hard to lay off for 8 months and then come back and try to jump right back in it for fall camp. But the timing's coming well. We're talking and making sure that we stay after practice and get things down and watch the film together. So it's coming back and just take it one day at a time.
Last week when we were here, I saw you and Artavis. If you'd miss a throw or he'd run a bad route or whatever, you'd immediately go over there to him. What's your relationship like with him?
We have a great relationship. We've known each other for probably 2.5 years now. I met him in the recruiting process, and he committed, and we came in together early and was roommates, and we still are roommates. So we just have that connection and that chemistry that we can talk to each other, make sure we're on the same page, and make each other better.
it help having him out on the field as one of your receivers and having that relationship?
Oh yeah, it's great. You know, I have a great relationship with all my receivers. You know, we always hang out, you know, outside of football and try to just, you know, get away from football and create that relationship that we can, you know, make sure we trust in each other, you know, and make each other better.
Much have you seen your offensive line improve over the course of the last week, especially now that you got the pads on?
It's been great to see those guys go at it and get better and just show the effort they're putting in and you know, all the time and effort, and you know, just try to get better each and every day, and I keep motivating those guys, and you know, I can tell that they're coming together and becoming a unit.